Okay, so this is Hannah, who's just coming back for her assessment day, and she's also doing some lip training as well today. So Hannah, you trained about a year ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Initially, and we obviously did with the brows and liner. We weren't able to do lips because of the sort of restrictions and things.
Yeah.
And so what was your background? What did you do beforehand?
So I've had a beauty salon. I had a beauty salon for 9 years prior to doing the makeup training, so
Okay.
just beauty related.
And what was your sort of main goal when you set out to do the training initially?
Well, I was very much, it was a money focus, because I found that I was renting a building where I did the beauty. It was an hour from home, so I was just finding I was paying just to pay the bills.
Yeah,
so
and a lot of travelling, commuting as well.
A lot of travelling, a lot of stress, and a job that, yes, when I trained in it, probably when I was 15, 16, loved it, but sort of when you get to 30 and you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was to do something that was a bit of a change and a bit more sort of a permanent result for people.
Excellent. So obviously you trained with Katy a year ago. We did the brows and the liner on the main course. And so how's that been going over the last year?
It's just incredible. I've been way busier than I thought I would be. I set up a clinic from home.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just been sort of hit the ground running with it, really. I started straight, once I'd finished all my training, I could go straight to sort of starting once the lockdown was lifted.
Yes.
So I got a lot of bookings during the restrictions.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I could start and I do it all day, every day now, and yeah, so I can't complain.
Excellent. And obviously that's a good point, is in the lockdown where a lot of people were sat there sort of not knowing what to do. You got yourself very busy, didn't you? So you were, what things did you do during lockdown?
So I built on my website, I set up like a YouTube channel, did videos, and just tried to learn as much as I could about permanent makeup and different scenarios that I thought I might come across. Yeah. Sort of different medication that people might be taking. Yeah. Just tried to sort of learn as much as I could so that I had the knowledge going forward.
Excellent. And you obviously had the online support as well. You got access to all the sort of extra tutorial videos as well. Was that useful to sort of be able to refer back to?
I mean, it's fantastic. You can go log on any time, sort of night or day, and learn more. So yeah, it's sort of invaluable, really.
Excellent. And so beforehand, you did you work in a salon? Did you actually own the salon?
So I own the salon.
So you own the salon, and then so you've eventually got rid of that one now. Yeah. Don't need it anymore. No. Now don't have to do the 2-hour commute each day.
Yeah, I think for like the area we're in Suffolk, you found that you were doing a lot of treatments just to cover the cost of the overheads, whereas now I can make obviously a lot more money and I don't have the overheads from home, so it just works out a better sort of life-work balance as well.
So what would you say the average treatment when you worked in the salon and had all the overheads? Do you know roughly what the average price you were making per treatment?
Nails were like £29.
Yeah.
So about an hour.
Yeah.
And then you have obviously all your rent, everything coming out. So,
all of that, and now you've actually created is it like a log cabinet then in your garden or something?
Yeah. So yeah, I've got a building there that I run it from. So
and it looks fantastic.
Self-sufficient and yeah.
Excellent. And do you know roughly what you're sort of charging for treatments now in permanent makeup?
So I charge £380 for brows and £280 for liner.
Okay.
And then for lips is £350.
Wow. So basically, the minimum you make now, not having to travel 2 hours backwards and forwards, is at least 10 times what you used to make in nails without the overheads.
Yeah. And something I love doing. So,
And have you found obviously that's fantastic to see. And have you found sort of the clients' reactions? Have you found sort of the treatments you've been doing and how you've been helping the clients? What have they been? What their feedback been like?
For me personally, like where I live, a lot of the clients, it is more of an older client base.
Yeah.
That's what I love about sort of Katy's work. It's very natural, and that's something when I was looking for a trainer that I wanted to find somebody that does very natural permanent makeup. Yes. Because I know sort of my area and what sort of clients I'd be getting. I think a lot of people focus on quite an intense permanent makeup look. Yes. Whereas to have something really natural for I have a lot of older clients. They're sort of drawn to me because that's the work that I do. So I found.
Well, the thing is with the intense looks as well, the fashions come and go, and when you want really thick brows when you're younger, maybe you don't want that a little bit later on down the line. So we do focus, like you say, on much more natural work, which you can add a little bit to if you want to, but it's going to look great all the time. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think it depends, everyone's different on what client base they get. But for me, generally, the people with the time and the money to come and have that is, it is an expense, but generally it's often the older people that have got the money to come and spend. Yeah. And that, the eyebrows are getting sparser and want... You've got actual reasons, real reasons for having it done. So has it been a bit of a change lifestyle-wise then? Definitely, yeah, completely. I mean, I feel so much less stressed than I did trying to juggle and do everything. Obviously for me, having it at home, it's a lot easier. Yes. But I can do sort of late nights, I can do weekends, and I'm only out for sort of 3 hours and I just put it back across and I'm... Wow. And if a client doesn't show up for any reason, you can just get on with the housework rather than travelling an hour back to the salon, client not show up, and then you've got an hour back and you wasted all that time.
That's the thing. A lot of it, I do free consultations, so it's nice. A lot of people like to come in the evening. I don't ever feel rushed. I can sit down for an hour and have a chat with them and go through everything. I don't feel like I'm being sort of pulled each way. So
sounds like a fantastic lifestyle change, and it's also great to see someone that has taken the time they've had available or forced upon them during lockdowns to actually, because we've looked at your website, you're producing little how-to videos, little very personalising it, a bit like what Katy does, I suppose, and you've obviously learned a bit from that, actually how to personalise yourself, your treatments, and as a result, I mean, we just scrolled down the clients you've been working on the before and after pictures you put on your website this morning before you came, and it's literally hundreds of them. So you haven't just done your 15 case studies.
No, I think the more you put out as well, the more you get. I was lucky in the fact that when I started, I had the client base from the salon.
Yes.
So I had a lot of people.
A slight advantage to some.
So I did manage to start quite quickly. I think once you start putting content out there, more people want it done. So it's just like a snowball, isn't it? And more people want it.
And now you're very busy doing it, you're saying?
Yep, so I'm always sort of fully booked up, so just keep adding to the list.
Well, that's not bad when you're fully booked up doing £300 to £400 an hour, treatments as opposed to sort of £20 to £30 an hour ones. So
I think it's nice. I think I've got the time for the clients now.
Yes.
I generally do a 10 o'clock appointment and a 2 o'clock appointment.
Yeah.
So I can take the time with people, and I have a break for lunch, and it's more of a. I don't feel like I've got to rush quickly through someone for an hour because you've got to do a certain amount a day to make it worth the overhead. So.
Well, exactly. That's fantastic. And, like I say, 2 clients in a day at the prices you're charging, you'd be talking like 20, 30 clients' nails, which would be all week.
It's impossible,
you could make the same in a day in permanent makeup as you could have in a week doing fully booked nails without having to breathe the nail dust in as well. Excellent. Well, it's been great to catch up, and we'll look forward to catching up with you shortly, and I'm sure we'll be seeing all your lip models coming through very soon as well.
Perfect.
Brilliant. Cheers, Hannah.